Hey y'all, welcome back to Word, World, and Wisdom. Long time no hear from, long time no video. I do apologize because literally this year I want to be serious about Word, World is late night, and wisdom. Okay, this channel of mine, I'm not giving up on it. And also, you guys remember, if you want to be a little bit more up close and personal in things that I do sometime in my everyday life. I mean, I just make videos when I feel like filming. If I'm out, if I'm buying something, if I got something on my mind, whatever, just being me. Go over on Free by Florence D. Free by Florence D. I have uploaded I don't know, 3 videos in the last week or something like that. But anyway, go over there and play catch up. But always remember, you can go to the bottom and see what it was like when I first started out filming with this channel on YouTube. And so I start, I stop, I start, I stop. But I don't ever plan on stopping because I really enjoy making these videos. I really do. And besides, there's a video diary of me that my grandkids, I'm sorry, can watch later on, perhaps when I'm gone. We don't want to talk about that because I ain't going nowhere no time soon. Any of who, not that I know of. Um, so listen, what's been up? What's been up? Well, with me, I am back, and I want to give you some word first, because again, hold on one second, guys. I'm just at home because again, I hold on one second. Again, let me get back in frame. I am at home this evening, um, trying to give you an update of what's really been going on, my wonderful, wise, and winning ones. We are three dubs all the way. Word, world, and wisdom. Wise, wonderful, and winning. Or if you want to change them around, go right ahead according to where you feel like you may be. And Lord knows, I hope you feel that way, because every day, I mean, it's still brand new grace and brand new mercies. And it's like a gift. You know what I mean? So yeah. Over on Free by Florence D tonight, I did my makeup and I had a long conversation. Okay. And I think you might enjoy that because I was just sitting there doing my makeup and I was challenging myself. So, on a couple things. So, go over and see if I passed that challenge or not as far as getting prepared for this video. So, it was like, come do my makeup and let's talk. Come watch me do my makeup. And I ran overtime. I think I might have to cut it a little bit. But anyway, this is Word, World, and Wisdom. I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Listen, let me choose a word because I'm thinking I'm just going to do two two scriptures. Let me get my notes. I should have had them right here in front of me, but I've been messing with this camera forever, and my glasses is blurry. The light, I've been trying to get it right, and it's only good when I get up here like this. If I lay back in the chair, it seems to kind of start to blur me out. Anyway, y'all, it is what it is. I'm back, and let's say the word for this day, this night, I should say, because it's nighttime, y'all. It ain't early either. Um, is let me see. I want to say it like this before I give it to you. I said it over there. I started out saying it on Free by Florence D. If you want to watch that. And I went a little more in depth over there as to what I mean, as how my opinion on the state of the world and that we live in this day. But anyway, I myself have been trying to practice, and not it just didn't start. This started probably back when Obama 2008 or something like that. Because even back then, we went through a recession. Think about it. Then we had the big C word going on. Now we got the change of administration. So we didn't just get started. We've been in this. It's just been a slow process of getting in and out of seasons. So, anywho, I want to say I've been more concerned about my spiritual health, my keeping my insides uh, fed, strong, tended to, versus, okay, let's just say, just like there are natural wars going on, if you believe like I do in the Trinity, Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, um, then there is always this spiritual warfare that's going on too, while all these other wars are threatening. Well, they ain't threatening to break out. I mean, Israel, they've been fighting over there in the Middle East forever now, and we've been doing whatever it is we've been doing and stuff. So you see, you know what I'm saying. But right now, I think in a time like this, when it's going to be changes definitely made, as you can see, but they said it. They said it all the time. The campaign was going on that people are going to regret this. Millions will be laid up. The Democrats said it. Kamala them said it. I mean, it was apparent to me though, because I knew we were chucking uphill as far as economic downturn, like chugging uphill. Well, when you get to the top, the tip top, it's called a slippery slope. I learned that in Econ 101. So, but they want to know, when we come down, are we going to come down slow and land, have a little soft landing, or are we going to boom? And that's recession. Can go into a whole lot of stagnation and all that. I don't know why. But anyhow, excuse me. I'm not really trying to focus on that anymore. I did enough of that when the campaigning was going on. Now I am preparing as much as I can for any changes that will be made to my life, or affect my life. And other than that, I'm trying to go more inward with the care, because we're going to definitely have to be strong, because there are going to be changes. There's no stopping that. I mean, some changes going to get through. So, but we see what their plan is now. They say they're going to tear it down to build it back up. Purge. The great American purge is what I call it. Nevertheless, I'm talking about the spiritual warfare going on that we are going to have to be equipped for in our minds, and sometimes in our body, because, yeah. And so, with that being said, it's in Romans 12 and 2, the word, world, and wisdom. Romans 12 and 2 talks about, be not conformed to this world. And why is it that I sat up here and left my phone back there, y'all? I'm going to get it. I left my phone. I got to pull up the Bible. Give me 1 second. You know what? I don't even know how to. I think I know how to pause. Let's stop. I think this is pause. I'm not going to pause it. Y'all hold on 1 second. Okay, getting back in my little spot over here by the bookshelf where I like to be, in the corner. Okay, let me get situated like I was so I can be in frame and everything. I got this shadow right here, and again tonight I'm just not. We're not gonna even trip about that. Let's get right back into this Romans 12. Just trying to get it right. I'm not gonna be looking up there at the camera either. Right here, Romans 12 and 2. Let's see. All right. All right, all right, all right. Eyes acting up. But here we go. Romans 12 and 2. Y'all, I'm going to sit up a little bit. And it says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. The word perfect at the end in Hebrew means, I want to say Greek or Hebrew. I want to say Hebrew. It means mature in the faith. Okay? But in the beginning, like it said, don't conform to the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Let the word transform and renew your mind. That's why I understand when people their mindset don't change. Because I mean, when I gave my life to the Lord, of course it wasn't instant, and it could have been instantaneous. I'm just saying, until I really felt it. It may have been a week or so after that, but it's something about it. You don't desire to do the things. Some of the things, something is you lost the desire for it. And that's just the beginning. I'm not a preacher. I always wanted to be an evangelist though, and that's my worst fear, to have been called and not answered the call. Anyhow, I ain't going down the rabbit hole. Romans 12 and 2, don't be conformed to the world. So I'm not trying to, because I don't believe a word that they, and I ain't talking about like just because. I'm talking about because they not the boss. Huh? Not even the trillionaires that own America. Rothschilds. Oh, I bit my tongue. Rothschilds. People like that. And who else is not Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, they say he's got billions, but he is people that got trillions. Anyway, focus, Denise. It's Florence, Denise. Be not conformed to this world. So I said right. So let me be concerned about this spiritual warfare that be going on. Yeah, I experienced a little bit of that lately. Now I'm just gonna tell the truth. It was a lot. It was a lot. Like flood my mind, thoughts just constant, just random, like, and they wasn't from heaven. So anyway, no, I ain't crazy. I ain't never been crazy or nothing like that. But you know how stuff is. Your mind be all full. Probably because I be on the internet too much. Word, world, and wisdom. Okay, so not conforming to this world. And not only did he say don't do it, but his plan for us is so great until in the next scripture, it is Acts 2 and 17. In Acts 2 and 17 talks about, my mother and them used to say, the water is troubled right now. You better step in it. Because where it's looking like that over there in D.C., in where I'm from now, adopted in, the water is troubled. and you should step in, because there is there's some blessings for us out of all this. And Trump said, uh, it's just gonna hurt for a little while, but this is what we got to do. In other words, tear it down to build it back up again, because this is the whole shebang. Acts 2:17. Y'all know I'm 63. And the ring light is really, really doing its job, worth the money. It says, and it shall come to pass in the last days, saith God, I will pour out of my spirit. I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh. Who ain't talking about God? They might not be flocking to the churches, because the churches, that's a whole nother video. Love them to death, though. We'll talk about that one day. How we can maybe help. Anywho, he said, I'm going to pour out of my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. The old folks said the water is troubled. You better step in, because it's a blessing in it. I just feel it, because it's always that way. It's always that way. It's like the sun being behind the clouds on a real cloudy day, overcast, but it's still there and it's shining just as bright as it is when there's no clouds in the sky. Right now, I mean, the internet has been a good thing for me, because I have enjoyed seeing all races, ages, types of people got the name of the Lord in their mouth. Whether it be out of fear, we're going to hit a recession, or whatever. That's good too. But some people, especially these young people, see, things are going on. Like I said, stuff is happening, but good stuff is happening. God is working it out, all out. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't no preacher. So, with that being said, yeah, people are being the ones that want it in the least little bit. He said a mustard seed. You just have a little bit of, you want it, and you got that little bit of faith. The water is troubled. Step in. I'm serious about that, because I mean, I literally feel that for myself. I'm telling you, and it all goes along. See, I am spiritual, and I was brought up in holy, and I know the word and the Bible, and I've read it, but on the other hand, the books, the school books, the scientists, the people to do astronomers or whatever. No, I ain't talking about I go by sign. I believe in signs, Aquarius, Pisces. When I was young, I got into that, but I don't really pay that no attention. I'm talking about the universal signs, just universe. But anyway, yeah, he said, hey, I'm gonna pour my spirit out upon all flesh, helping you to come that way. So anyway, and lastly, this is just not a word today. It ain't just one word, is it? I'm just gonna say, in short, Luke 21, verse 25. I gotta sit up because I can't see y'all. To 31. Luke 21, verse 25 to 31. But Focus on 25. And it talks about, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just do it. I'm already 20 minutes in. This and I'm about done to for the word. We're going to go to the world real quick. Well, I've been touching on it, but not really. So the last one is Luke 21. Oop, nope. I'm getting it. Luke 21, 25. Okay, and it's in red. So this has been said that it's coming straight from the mouth of Jesus. Okay, it says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. And if you go on down, it talks about men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For powers of heaven shall be shaken. I was focused on the 25 because of the signs in the sun and in the moon. And then, we just had that blood moon eclipse to happen. It only happened so many years. I forgot how many. You can look it up. But it only happened so many years. And I was on my way home from the bus station, which is not far from my apartment at all. Thursday morning. Well, it was supposed to happen between 2 and 3 a.m. in the morning. I suppose it was up there, it happened, but it was the moon was going down, or however the earth was turning, it was leaving. Um, Descending. And I was in the parking lot of the YMCA across from my apartment. And I had to stop because I'm like, this is supposed to be for the Pacific coast because I looked it up. But come to find out, somebody on Facebook, this guy named Mike, my friend Tracy was showing me, he took pictures. We could see it from the Midwest. Nevertheless, I was standing there and there it was. But it was huge. I was on between Main and West, right there in the Y parking lot. And then I would look down to Elm and Metcalf, if anybody lives in Lima to watch this video. But it was like it was just sitting there between the houses, almost like it was sitting on the lawn, and it was huge, and it was red, orangish red. And I was like, what? I was thinking to myself, what is that? That could not be, because it's not up there. Because Mike said he took the picture from, it was up in the sky, but this here, it wasn't. It was like it was descending down, and I could just walk down there and it would be, and it was huge. I was not seeing things. I was not high. It was 7:30 in the morning. I hadn't even had breakfast or coffee. Just getting off the Greyhound bus coming back from Atlanta, seeing my boo things. My daughter and her girls. I love them. My 18-year-old granddaughter did my braids for me. I was so happy. Child, they charge $200 to do something like this. Anyway, focus. Focus, Florence. So, that's the word. And as far as what's going on in the world, a whole lot to talk about. And so we are going to leave me some comments as to what should be our next topic. What should we get on as far as the world? Okay, it could be trending, it could be news, it could be I don't know, inflation, just whatever. But something that's gonna help all of us, because in my eyes, my channel has a lot of people. Thank you to my subscribers, and thank you to my subscribers to come. Um, yeah. So the world, we all know what's pick your choice. It's in every entertainment. Oh my God, internet is around the world. This is a world issue here, and don't look like it's gonna come together because they're saying that we don't need nobody. That's what Trump said. Well, I watched him. I mean, Trump. I mean, Trump is Trump. Sometimes I get good information out of him. He tell everything. You make him mad, he'll tell on everybody. He tell what they doing. He hint around to it. It be burning his. Oh, it just be burning his lips. So, but he said that yes, what we are going to end up in is going to hurt for a little while, but it's all for the greater good of America, because we not going to keep giving these people money and not getting what we're supposed to be getting or getting anything back. They're not providing us with anything. And I mean, Israel do get like $38 billion a year, but they've been doing it. It's been going on for decades, some decades. So it says they say because we all supposed to have each other back, so they supposed to be giving us something too, but they don't talk about that though. Anyway, he said we don't need nobody, so he decided that he was going to look into what it would look like if NATO didn't exist. NATO is the 31 countries that are behind us, the U.S., that we do a lot of things for, and they provide us with some things too. And and he said that if they cannot, the tariffs is just the beginning as far as what he wants from any of the 31 countries. I'm sure he is some other stuff from others too. So he said we can go at this thing alone. What? We all need each other. I'm not talking about just your neighbor either. Love your neighbor as thyself. But people better learn what the word as means in Greek and Hebrew. See, we got to go back to them words. We can't just keep focus on the English words. When the Bible says something, look it up in Greek or Hebrew. Anyway, I'm back. Focus. Yeah, he said we don't need nobody. So we'll see how that goes. But I gotta admit, I was surprised at where he started with the layoffs and stuff. Yeah. I know they were really shocked. Especially, I mean, if that was their preference or their political party, I would have been too. I don't really have. I'm independent, whatever that means. It sounds like what I am, like single, unmarried, on my own. Yeah, make my own. And they say it's different when you married too. You should kind of try to marry somebody that's your same. Think the same politically correct way that you do. But that's another whole video too. So that's what's going on. That is why we have to not pay him no attention. Not pay him no attention. Because it's all a distraction. As far as I'm concerned. Of the negativity. Of the chaos. Of the drama. Of the situation. To knock us off our square for whatever it is we want for our lives and our children and generations' lives. Listen, No, when God makes promises, he don't care what they do. He don't change his promises for our lives. I went over there fooling with my mother, 88 years old. And when I tell her, I'm not saying it because I'm scared and I don't believe we're going to be okay. No, that's not it. Because she'll tell you, I don't want to hear none of that. I ain't think about those people, honey, because that ain't what God said. If God didn't say it, she don't want to hear it. So when I came from over there, I was like, and then I had a situation that happened at the bus stop when I got ready to catch I called the Greyhound to see my kid. Um, yeah, when I got over there, I was concerned about the storm that was coming because that was when all that storm and them tornadoes was coming. And I thought we was gonna get caught up in Tennessee in it. And the lady at the bus stop, and God had been dealing with me about being fearful. Fearful is a sin. Faithful is the right thing. I didn't even realize I was being that fearful, but he pulled my coattail on that. Cause the lady said to me, I said, "So are y'all gonna close early?" She said, "Why?" I said, "Because it's gonna be a storm. It's supposed to be like winds up to 50 miles an hour, even in Lima." I'm always telling where I live at. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, she said to me, we ain't closing. I said, "So y'all, I guess y'all not worried about it." She said, I said, "Thank you so much." Because that is the attitude that I'm supposed to have while I'm trying to get ready to get on this bus. But God had that lady right there for me so that I could be reminded. Cut it out. It's faith over fear. Like, seriously. Like, I had to keep remembering. Because fear is doubt. And that's like saying, you know what, God, you not. And no, I ain't saying that. Anyway. So in the world can do what they want. What people they gonna do it anyway, especially with the politicians and we, none of us gonna deal with all the countries and do the jobs. We did our part. Um, do I try to stay prepared? Yes, as much as I possibly, and I think I do a pretty good job so far. You know, um, uh, word, world, and wisdom. In other news, every the interview that Cat Williams did on the Shay Shay Club or Club Shay Shay, the dark skin, you know. If you don't go to YouTube, Club Shay Shay, Cat Williams interview. And I had already been saying it. Listen, when it comes, it don't just come to one person. No. When God wants things to spread, listen. You look up and anybody be saying it out their mouth, and you be like, no, they didn't. They delivered that, but he said it. And when he did, I just laughed about it because I'm like, yep, that's what for the last 4 years. Yeah, since COVID. Okay, the C word. Word, world, and wisdom. The wisdom piece. Choose one of those scriptures. Romans 12:2. Don't conform, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You ain't supposed to be. I mean, eventually you're gonna be thinking something like you're gonna be your thoughts and actions and stuff. I'm telling you, it just be happening. And I think a lot of us, you know, and if you don't know, okay, we gotta find you somewhere to go. Okay. Again, like I said, the wisdom piece would be that. Would be that. And don't rule out signs and wonders. Not just actions of people or what the humans are doing, but the earth itself, nature, the animals. It's like when things, it's like the tectonic plates up under, out there on the East Coast, I think it is. Plates that be moving, they move wrong. It's up under the ocean. Tectonic plates, look them up. But the shift, we are in it. I love it. In this moment. I'm hesitating like this because it is kind of late at night and I'm getting ready to shut it down. That wisdom piece again is Romans 12 and 2, Acts 2 and 17, Luke 21, verse 25, and you can go to 31 if you like. It has been nice coming back. Smooches, y'all. I am going to see you very soon again. Free by Florence D. I've been posting a lot. I call it a lot. That's my lot. Well, okay. A good start. But yeah, I've been over there. I'm back over here because this, I really do love being over on Word, World, and Wisdom, because when I say world, everything's up for grabs. We can have those conversations, and even some of the hardest. And eventually, I'll get into uh, what I know will definitely help somebody as far as myself, who I am, the things I've gone through, or I should say the things God brought me through. But anyway, we all have our own story, and if you don't, or you say you don't, I don't believe you. I love y'all. I am going to end it here. And remember, choose truth and not the lie. And we know who the big liar is, right? I love you guys. Peace.